Hello there and welcome to Community Forum. On the program this week, we're going to be taking a look at two communities. One we visited a couple of years back, and we're going to be looking at what the government has done so far in this community. The other, which is located in Lagos. The community has decided to help itself, and these communities are our focus this week. Welcome to the program. I am Sarah Iku. Agbede-Olosugbo is a sleepy community on the fringe of Lagos, strategically located in the Ikorodu North local government area of Lagos State. A community housing many residents who are looking to the government for help. With its large expanse of land, Agbede-Olosugbo is expanding daily, but problems abound. The major problem? Lack of good roads. Dissatisfied with the state of the road, the community months ago embarked on a self-help project aimed at making the roads in the community motorable. Drainages were put in place on both sides of the road to mitigate the effects of flooding that often cuts them off from other parts of the state. Now, Agbede-Olosugbo enjoys a newly graded road that links them with other communities. Vehicles and motorcycles can now move freely. The work is still ongoing to ensure that the drainage systems are in place. It is a painstaking effort by the residents who contributed monies to see that this became possible.
The community, because we have able hands manning the CDA government, that is why we can be able to achieve, we can go this far. So it has not been easy, at least to raise funds, especially with the type of economy we have now in this country. To now have surplus, now give it to a structure of this nature. So it has not been easy, but we want to thank God people have cooperated because they have seen from the management of the CDAs and the elders, stakeholders, they have seen transparency, they have seen God fearing, they have now resolved to take the bull. Charity begins at home, to take the bull by themselves. At least government can now come in to be of assistance to Agbede-Olosugbo community.
But the financial burden is proving too hard to bear. While this may seem like a relief, there are indeed downsides to this move. Erosion is setting in.
In 1998 that we have been starting grading. And when we are grading, by then that the population is not up to this. But by the grace of God, and as long as the population will be coming in, then we try to put our head together and to do something that it can help us in our community. Because we know that rain, and because anytime that the rain like this, we find it very, very difficult in such a way that we cannot go in, neither to go out. We have already taxed ourselves. Each member in the community will be paid a fabulous amount to get to the very particular stage that we are now. And because of that is why we are asking for this Lagos State government to come to our aid and to help us in such a way that we can still enjoy what other people have been enjoying.
Community members meet regularly to evaluate the progress of the project and chart the way forward. Agbede-Olosugbo remains boxed in a corner, despite the fact that it has several undeveloped routes that could reduce traffic on the main roads.
Agbede-Olosugbo community has been
in a state of staccato. It has been sort of forgotten. The experience so harsh, so bad, especially during the rainy season. There have been many monumental loss that Agbede-Olosugbo has experienced because of lack of accessible roads. And you can imagine pregnant women, you can imagine students, you can imagine market men and women unable to carry out their daily economic activities. Of course, the ground is the road. And the moment that infrastructure is lacking, nothing can happen.
For our Agbede-Olosugbo road, we have about a little above 4 kilometers. We've just about rounding up with the excavation project. But of course, for the dividend of that project to actually be sustained and enjoyed, we will need the excavated, drainages to be blinded, and afterwards set up either with the concrete or with blocks, so that, the thing will not fill up so easily. Now, at the stage that we have is to conclude the excavation, But of course, because of the fund, we've been having some challenges here and there. Initially, we budgeted, about 22 million, and we still have less than 10 million now. So because of direct involvement of the project committee and good support we have enjoyed from our people, we've been able to push it to what we are seeing today. Specifically, each house within the, the community was charged a sum of 10,000 naira. And I want to use this opportunity to thank our people. The support has been massive. We want to appreciate the state government for a wonderful job that is going on within Agric to Ishawo, which is expected to link Isheri Road and Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. Since it's very close to us there, we will be so glad if this project will actually be extended, to what is happening and get the road tied. So that's why we are re-emphasizing the importance of it. I'll be so glad, to continue to enjoy the support of the state. You know, our excellency, you know, the state government has been doing so well, you know, in this regard. But we are just praying that what is going on Agric is our road project will be extended here. I haven't seen, you know, the community efforts to this level.
For now, Agbede-Olosugbo community can enjoy the relief that their joint contributions have achieved. But it remains to be seen if the government will rise up to the occasion and attend to their plight. We headed to Agbede-Olosugbo local government area of neighboring Ogun State. It is the industrial hub of Ogun State, generating a lot of revenue for the government. This is the road leading to our destination, Igbesa. For years, the people around this area have yearned for good road infrastructure. The Agbara-Atan-Lusada road is a mix of sweat and stress for those who have to ply daily. General maintenance works and repairs are ongoing along the road, and residents of Agbara, Atan-Lusada and Igbesa are hopeful that they will smile soon.
Ọ̀nà is an industrial road. Tẹ́wọ́n mọ iye company tó wà ní Igbesa ńbẹ̀ ká tó ní Agbara. Iye company tó wà níbí bá ní free trade zone ní Igbesa. Bẹ̀ ìjọba ká wá bá wa ṣe ọ̀nà.
The barred sections of the road slow down movement for vehicles, even as it retains stagnant water and mud. Iron rods are peeping out, and stones with sharp edges are obvious. One can only imagine the wear and tear on the vehicles plying this road. Heavy-duty and articulated vehicles convey goods from industries here to other parts of the country.
Seriously, we are facing a lot of challenges here. The trucks, the vehicles, all the Okadas, we have a lot of accidents. We have a lot of things that are happening in this road. And the hooligans, they are taking advantage of that, robbing at night. Because sometimes the goods worth millions of naira is being wasted in this road. But we are just begging them. We know we have a lot of challenges, but they can still consider. And this, we are talking about this Agbara, this road. They are generating a lot of revenue from here. But why are they abandoning this? Please, if they can help us to fix this road. We are not even begging double lane, just a single lane. Let them have a very good road here. I think it will be better for Nigeria and for us too.
But it seems hope is on the horizon. The Ogun State Governor on the 29th of April 2021 flagged off the reconstruction of the Atan-Lusada-Agbara dilapidated road, which in actual fact is a part of the Sokoto-Badagry Expressway under the federal government.
We meant that we will be equitable, we will be inclusive, we will be participatory, we will be accountable, we will be transparent, and above all, we will obey the rule of law. This is the gateway from Lagos to the rest of the country, as well as the gateway to another country, which is beginning
to our farm settlements, rural areas, township roads, border communities. In general, will continue to receive utmost attention to ease the movement of persons, goods and services along our industrial hubs for an even socio-economic development of all parts of our dear state.
We will give you legislative support to ensure that this road is included in the 2022 budget.
It is expected to be completed in 15 months.
Recently, the Ogun State government commissioned the 10.25-kilometer Lusada-Agbara road, and they also flagged up the reconstruction of some road projects in the Agbede local government area of the state. While some residents are heaving a sigh of relief, others want the government to do more.
while efforts are being directed at ensuring good road networks in the industrial hub of Ogun State, one community that is thankful is Igbesa community. Igbesa is an Awori settlement in one of the remotest parts of Ogun State. The once agrarian community of Igbesa is now an industrial city. It is also a border community. Years back, the semi-rural community cuts the picture of complete neglect. We take you back to the year 2018 when we first visited Igbesa. This was the situation. In those days, motorcycles were the fastest means of transportation, as movement on the road was a nightmare.
Appeal to the government of Ogun State to help us to do something concerning the road, because it's really affecting our educational career. The road is not good enough for us. There's no hostel in our school, so we have to transport ourselves because of the road. The transport fare is too much for us. The Ogun State government should help us and do something about the road, because the road is really damaged.
But that is now relegated to the past. Recently, the government inaugurated the 10.25 Lusada-Agbara road. It is now wearing a new look. It is a smooth paved road adorned with street lights. It is now more than 10 years that the Ogun-Gwandong Free Trade Zone began operations here, and finally, its host community can now enjoy smooth movement on this economic corridor. The road project is a result of a private-public partnership between the Ogun State government and the Ogun-Gwandong Free Trade Zone. It wasn't an easy ride. Its foundation stone to signify the beginning of the project was laid in 2018, and it was inaugurated on the 29th of April 2021.
The road had been a nightmare to all of us because it was so bad that many of us would park our vehicles far away, in as far as sometimes Atan, sometimes Lusada, and join bicycle here. That was when the free trade zone was establishing. As part of their corporate social responsibilities, they knew, even though by helping us, they're helping themselves. Because before the road that we now see as laid with gold and diamond, their own trucks used to fall like packs of cards. Many a times, they too discovered that they are losing a lot of not only man-hour, but also a volume of production. So with kind of a dialogue, do something about this road. Government want to do it, but they do it at their own time. By helping us to do this road, you are helping yourself, you are helping the town. Then they said, well, they don't have money to do this thing. They can only do it by public-private partnership. And in which case, they want to recoup their money by having to introduce toll. Let us talk to the community. But they gave a concession that they will allow the natives, the residents, especially with their own personal cars, pass without paying any toll. That is the beginning of the success story of this road, which after some hitches, which is normal, it's about 2 years or so, it was promised to be completed before December 2019 or thereabout. But for one thing or the other, technical hitches, rain, and many other unexpected developments caused the completion to be delayed till this year.
The road itself was constructed midway back in 1958 by the greatest political sage ever produced by Nigeria. And I'm talking of our Baba Obafemi Awolowo. But at that time, the design of the road did not envisage the traffic that greeted the arrival of the free trade zone. So when the free trade zone came, it came with its pains. On a daily basis, not less than 400 articulated vehicles plied the road. And in no time, the road became completely dilapidated and unmotorable. So we wrote appeal letters to government, we protested, nothing was forthcoming. And that is why we must be forever grateful to both the government of Ogun State, the present government of Ogun State, and the Chinese investors for coming to our aid in a very, very big way to construct that road. It's a 10.5 kilometer road which has suddenly transformed the economy of the community, and part of it is what you observed, that shops are now springing up, commercial activities are now springing up, property values have also gone up, rental and property values have gone up, all due to partly due to the new road, and of course the upsurge of people as a result of the conducive environment that we now have at Igbesa. So I want to emphasize the gratitude of the community to both the government of Ogun State and the Chinese investors for giving us that road.
For the management of the free trade zone, Igbesa community and its surrounding communities still have a lot to benefit from its corporate social responsibility programs.
We've been having a very positive impact in the livelihood of the host communities in terms of our corporate social responsibility, which is, of course, is a global standard for every corporate organization to engage in such humanitarian services, which we are very, very committed to. And that has witnessed the construction of the 10.25 kilometer road you've just seen, that is the Lusada-Agbara road. Of course, it's part of developing the project and also impacting positively into the host communities here, which will translate into a growth in the state's IGR.
The day is winding up now, and the street lights are on, shining and illuminating, even as the people of Igbesa close their eyes to sleep peacefully and get more benefits from the government.
It is a thing of joy to see Igbesa being transformed. We are not yet there, but we have gone a long way to achieving our desires. The free trade zone, to a large extent, have been very magnanimous. They've been doing wonderfully well. And government too, especially now, the government of the day is listening to the people. We've never had it so good. The thing is now what it is, free ride between here and Lusada. In fact, the indigenes are exempted from paying toll. So that's one of the things. I'm also involved because I'm the chairman of the gate, the ticketing thing, the toll issue. And to a very large extent, we are enjoying the best of it now.
Anybody seeing this now will be wondering what's happening to Igbesa land. Less than 36 months ago, you couldn't have come as far as where we are standing now. Coming to and going out of Igbesa is like going to hell and coming out of hell. And as I said, to the glory of God, things are taking shape, and we bless God for it. When we were constructing it, I was coming here regularly to monitor it. And I can tell, and somebody who has a little knowledge about engineering, this road was designed purposefully for heavy-duty vehicles. We have a lot of industries there, and they manufacture a lot of heavy items, like tires, like iron rod, like vehicle parts, like battery. Those items are heavy materials, and they will be, the raw materials will be conveyed in by heavy trucks, and the finished product will be taken out by heavy-duty trucks. So this road has been designed to take charge of such heavy load.